Mondays! The excitement was just a little bit too much. What is Music Mondays, you ask? That is a great question. It is a thing that I already do on my blog, and it is where I tell you a life story, a little anecdote, something personal about me, and I connect it somehow to a song or an artist or a music album, and it is great fun. Well, at least it is for me. I have tons of fun writing my blog, so I thought, hey, you know what's a great idea? You should probably make a video series of this. And then this is where we are now. I'm making a video series of this thing. Music Monday. It's a thing now. Enjoy it, love it, live it, be it. So I have this friend, or I had this friend, or I have a friend. There's a human being in my life who I used to be friends with. Let's say like a year and a half ago. I don't know, I can't tell time. And I loved him with all of my being. I trusted him with all of my being, and he ripped my heart into shreds and stepped on it. That's actually not exaggerating. That's exactly what he did. I trusted him, he broke my trust, and I in turn stopped being friends with him and cried a lot and ate a lot of chocolate and went to therapy. So I say it in a funny way, but in all of reality, it completely destroyed me when it happened. When he hurt me, when he betrayed me, I lost a sense of who I was, and I lost a sense of all of the people around me. I was like, this person that I thought I knew so well completely obliterated my trust. What about all these other people that I may not know so well? They're all going to hurt me. So I caved into myself, and yeah, I lost a sense of who I was. So I went to therapy, and I'm slowly coming into my own, which has been a great experience. And so a couple of months ago, he contacted me through Tumblr. So we talked a little bit back and forth, and he apologized, and I asked him why he did it, and he told me why he did it, and I still don't understand. But needless to say, in all of reality and completely genuinely, I have forgiven him. Completely. I really have. From the bottom of my heart, I have forgiven what he did. At this point in my life, I don't see a reason to continue to be angry at him. I mean, it's not doing me any good, and he seems to genuinely feel bad about what he did. But then there's that whole thing about him betraying my trust before. So that brings us to today. Now, after a very slow-moving Tumblr conversation, we exchanged numbers again. And so we've been texting, and he continues to apologize, and I continue to tell him I accept his apology, but I still cannot completely trust him. And I can't completely trust him. I don't know how to completely trust him, and it kills me because all I want to do is to go back to normal, or at least give him a chance to go back to normal. But at everything he says, I second guess, and I'm finding it difficult not to. It's difficult to go from forgiveness to I forgive you, now come back into my life. And I feel like a little bit of a hypocrite because I'm like, Julie, if you forgive him, then stop thinking about what he did in the past. But it's so difficult to not think about what he did in the past because it involved my trust, and now he's asking for my trust. And I mean, he's being very understanding. He understands that I'm having a difficulty accepting him again and believing what he says. And so, I mean, he's being understanding, which he should be. He's the one that messed up, not me. But which brings us to now. Where do we go from here? That is a great segue because that brings us to our Music Monday song. So we're gonna take it back for this very first video Music Monday. We're gonna bring it back a couple of years and go a little old school. I want to talk about Where Do We Go From Here by Deborah Cox. Do you know who she is? If you don't, shame on you. You should look her up because she's amazing. Deborah Cox was actually the very first musician I ever fell in love with. That's not counting NSYNC because really they're my first love. The very first moment I listened to a Deborah Cox song, I was like, oh my god, this woman has looked into my soul and she knows everything that I feel. So Where Do We Go From Here, I believe, is about a romantic relationship. How I interpret it is there's two people in this relationship, and they're at a crossroads. They don't know where to go from where they're at. She wants to stay, but she wants to go. He hurts her, but he loves her, and she doesn't know what to do. And she's getting pulled all of the ways, and she's crying, and she's hurting, and it's a very confusing time, and she doesn't know where to go from this point. And it is very similar to how I'm feeling right now. I want to be friends with him, but I don't know how to be friends with him, and I want to love him, but I don't want to love him and I want to trust him, but I'm so scared to trust him. All honesty, I'm bearing my soul here to the strangers that watch my videos. It's been a very long time since I've been this scared and it frightens me, and I don't know what to do in all complete and utter honesty. I have no idea. My head is a fucking mess when it comes to this situation. So the song is great. The song is wonderful. Deborah sings it with such passion and with such frustration, and it's fucking beautiful. It just sounds great. Her voice, I mean, is angelic, to say the least. That is the very first Music Monday for you guys. I don't know how you feel about it. I feel a little bit weird about it. It's a lot easier to bear your soul on paper. It's a lot more difficult to bear it into a camera where you know people will see it. It's weird, but I hope you enjoyed it. I don't know what's gonna come of this series, but it should be a journey that we're gonna take together. Remember to subscribe to the channel if your heart pleases, and thumbs up the video if you enjoyed it. I will be back on Thursday. Go and be amazing. Go listen to some music. It's gonna be a great time for everyone involved. You look great. I'll see you later. Bye!